See, I gained a few levels for Lena. How nice of me. And a little bit more equipment, but I think I'm underprepared. And I have 8 delicious fountains I can enter and go to my horrible, horrible death. Which one? Which one? If I could only remember. My terrible memory aside, we gotta rescue some woman. Some woman? Rhys's fiancé. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's try the third one from the left. Sure, why not? 4 on each side. Some way we'll find our way into the castle and maybe talk some sense into the king. Why do I severely doubt that? Oh dear, we have globs and blotters. You'll also notice that some weapons are more effective against certain enemies. Also, globs have 50 hit points. But if you try to use techniques on them, like Lyle's Zen, it's not quite as effective as everything else. Blotters, on the other hand, hit hard, and have quite a few hit points. Give me a moment, and I might be able to find an exact amount. But I believe that's around 80 to 100. Well, the important thing is they hurt, and they also have Zen. So either way, you're in trouble. Speaking of in trouble, I better make sure my hit points stay high. Because I don't want to have to rely on Rever with this low chance. I believe it starts out with a base of 30%, and each point you put into it is only about a 2 or 3% increase. Yeah. But the good thing about Rever is it will restore that character to full hit points, if it succeeds. Same during battle. And let me double check my map. Make sure I don't go in the wrong way again. Because if I go the wrong way again, I might pay the ultimate price. And I don't mean with a credit card. Ah, let's go right. There'll be a slightly faster way. But it's a giant spiral. Probably to my death, yes. But all the way to the east, and then all the way to the north. And we have Lobo Bats. Pellet swaps. When it starts getting dangerous. That's when you whip out more Zan. And I probably should have used the Zan to get the back row. Nonetheless, dog wolf bat thingies get smacked. And when it's all the way to the east, all the way to the north, then all the way back to the west again. Yeah, blotters, 133 hit points. That's quite a bit. Lobo bats have 124. Yes, we're getting into triple digit enemies. Also, I'm gonna be into triple death if I don't keep myself healed. That's why I have Monomate, so I can save those valuable technique points. But that's not the point. It is the point. Why do I always say it's not the point? Of course I can easily escape any encounter when I get you surprise the monsters. But for the most part, you'll want to fight on your way. So you get a fair amount of experience. You should not have to grind too much, except in the beginning of each area. And maybe even less. Speaking of less I counts my blessings. the blessings will count me. 1. Why am I making less and less sense? Could be insanity. Could be if I went down there, I would get a trimate. Tempting, but not right now. Right now, I gotta see the king. Prince of all Layans. Lyle. Maybe can talk with his father, the king of all Layans. Yes, I screwed up on that joke in the previous video. And I feel very ashamed of it. Speaking of shame, I see persons over there. I should go talk with them. But no, here come the Dryads. Dryads, they're not very strong. But hopefully you'll take them out first. All battle will take care of them. Because they can cast G-Res. Isn't that wonderful? Only about 45, 50 hit points if I recall correctly. And I never do. "62 hit points. Yeah. But now, checking my maps. So I don't end up going the long way. Even though I'll go the long way anyways. We have to go all the way around here. Who made this architecture of a castle anyways? That's what I get for trying to sneak in the back. A swift kick in the patootie. That's what I get. And don't worry, they don't need no guards, because the monsters are the guards. Even though there's one down there. They have this saying, a Layan will kill no person. That's why we send the monsters to kill you. Oh dear, it's a Clops. And he has beautiful muscles. And something on top of his head. I feel like I'm playing Choaniki. Inside jokes aside. Did he just attack me? He just attacked me with his pecs. Also, he has foy. Not a very strong foy, though. But he has a lot of hit points. Let me get an exact amount for you. Not that you care very much, but you should. You should care. Because he has 135 and hits hard. Because he's a beautiful muscle man. What? What other horrible things will I see here? On the outside I also saw lashers. They were giant dinosaurs, and they hit hard. No, this isn't a 100%. I don't even know if it's 99%. But I know I'm going to be at 0% if I don't use my delicious Die Mate. It's better than Mono Mate. Because die means 2. Try means 3. But Trimate restores all your hit points. Relativity aside, there's the gate. It was closed. And it'll stay closed. Maybe the king will open it for us, and we will have open relationships, diplomatic terms, and reasonability all around. I'm not talking with the small fry guards. They're not worth it. I just want to see the king, baby. And he's not Elvis. And yes, even in here, I see chirpers. Yes, those weak, pathetic little birdies. And yes, there's another spiral. Spiral, spiral to my doom. Where all the evil Layans live. Layans. Layans! There is no N in Layan. L-A-Y-A. Why? Why? Why did we start this war in the first place? So two, a god and a goddess, could go to war on each other 1,000 years ago. but it's the modern era. Surely we can be reasonable in this generation, can we not? But a marriage would bind our two nations together. And there's Maya. And who's standing in front but the king, of course. Allow me to heal up real quick. Hello there, your majesty. Let's have a nice talk. You're the king of Syl. Spies? I'm not a spy. Your son is here. He's gonna help us talk with you and, well, boss fight. It's King Syl and his Dryad friends. The King of Syl, of course, has 400 hit points, lots of defense, and can hit pretty hard. And as you guess, he has a nasty tactic as well. And you should probably costing Rhys. Costing? And I have never seen a reason for Ren to cast any of these. Seriously. Although it's tempting. Remember, insta-kill tactics and tactics meant to prevent physical and tactical attacks. To prevent them, they won't work on bosses. So, one round. And of course we can't do any damage to His Majesty without taking care of these little punks first. Because otherwise the Dryads, yeah, will negate a lot of that damage. Oh dear. He's giving me the thumbs up symbol. In Russia, the thumbs up symbol is basically the equivalent of the American middle finger. But the American middle finger is universal. What the heck? So one more round. And yes, there is no boss music. Only the 3 standard rotating musics, based on how well you're doing in battle. I know, disappointing. And tactics don't work on very well. I'm not feeling not even Foy will work. Then again, I think Foy's down to 1 point, so it's probably better to attack. And you another Rhys round, if you please. You could use her tactics to buff yourself up as well, but it's really not worth it. One more round. And because he's in a back row, he only takes half damage from everything except guns. Guns do full damage. And yes, level 16 is kind of low level to be taking them on. Nonetheless, I still do have items, just in case things go really haywire. So I should switch to items. And Diamate. Diamate is delicious for the whole family. And Mew is one of my stronger attackers, so I shall use it on her. And the king has been defeated. So maybe he'll talk reasonable now. Oh, he's your nephew. Close enough! What? I had to choose? And when did Lena become a choice? That would be a beautiful union between our two nations. So it's a tough decision. And a very important one. Which normally I wanted to ask you to make a decision. However, I want to choose, because this is my playthrough. tough decision. I was originally engaged to Maya, and she has this beautiful neon long hair. And a nice headband. On the other hand, Lena has that enticing earring and that office lady look. On the other hand, Maya is giving me her bare shoulders. On the other hand, look at those puppy eyes. Well, I have to go with my Lena. Oh, Rhys, you horrible, horrible man. Just so you can marry Lena. Yep. And uniting your homelands aside, they had a son. I don't know whether to call him Neil or Niall. And peace settled over the land. But, once again, 18 years later, evil strikes again. Hey, there's Ren and Mew over there. Oh dear. Of course, Rhys has become the king. And oh dear. They invaded our neighbor, Lena's homeland. Oh dear. Could this get any worse? It could. On the other hand, Rhys has a nice sexy mustache. So Niall must head westward. And he gets the two cyborgs with him to go on his own epic quest. And well, he looks like a pretty buff guy. Has some good luck too. But it takes more experience to get him leveled up. And of course he inherits his father's equipment, plus that monitor. More on that later. But he starts out at level 1 like all new characters. But the cyborgs have failed to train for the last 18 plus years. And are still only levels as you left them. In the last generation. This is the second generation. And yes, we must go protect Mama's dear homeland. In the next video. And deal with more of Leia's monsters. Seriously. I thought I talked some sense into them last generation. Also, bonus material coming soon.